Why should Caesar get to stomp around like a giant while the rest of us try not to get smushed under his big feet? What's so great about Caesar? Brutus is just as cute as Caesar. Okay, Brutus is just as smart as Caesar. People totally like Brutus just as much as they like Caesar. And when did it become okay for one person to be the boss of everybody, huh? Because that's not what Rome is about. We should totally just stab Caesar!
Gretchen Wiener's had cracked.
If you even knew how mean she really is, you know that I'm not allowed to wear hoop earrings, right? Yeah, 2 years ago she told me that hoop earrings were her thing, and that I wasn't allowed to wear them anymore. And then for Hanukkah, my parents got me this pair of really expensive white gold hoops, and I had to pretend like I didn't even like them, and it was so sad. And you know she cheats on Aaron. Yes, every Thursday he thinks she's doing SAT prep, but really, she's hooking up with Shane Oman in the projection room above the auditorium, and I never told anybody that because I'm such a good friend.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Can We Talk About It podcast. Today we are going to talk about why Tim Pool is really crashing out on Candace Owens.
How the f*** am I even supposed to sell this property? It's all lies, it's all hypocrisy, and it is for the purpose of making money, and she does not live the way other people live. And she claims she liked Charlie, she loved Charlie, and she is burning everything down that he built because she is evil. She is evil. And I'll say it again, this conservative movement is fractured, it's fried, whatever it is. Okay? Republicans are on track to lose the midterms. They were actually trending in the other direction until Charlie Kirk was murdered. Yeah. And this is the point, isn't it?
Pause it. Now, you see,
the first reason is that he's trying to get back in the good graces of TPUSA. Tim Pool has been invited to speak at various TPUSA events over the past 5-6 years, but for some reason, this year, he was not invited. And he had actually promoted the event to his followers, to his YouTube subscribers, and then embarrassingly, he had to say, hey guys, I'm not invited. I will not be there this year. So my belief is he is trying to get on the, quote, right side of history with this. Tim Pool is a grifter and a needy little boy. If you can't tell in his spirit, he's a needy little boy. He doesn't have his own identity, and he is a fence sitter. He does not have strong opinions on anything. He just goes with whatever the Republican Party is saying. He doesn't have strong, independent opinions. And right now, the thing to do that demonstrates your loyalty to TPUSA is bashing Candace Owens. Now, you can say whatever you like about Candace Owens. You can say that she's wrong for investigating Charlie Kirk. You can say that she's asking the wrong questions, that she's lying, and all of that could be true. But it's also true that him getting online and calling her evil and vicious and all of the same things that these pastors at TPUSA are doing is him trying to get back in the good graces. And it reeks of low self-esteem. It reeks of begging. And that's what I see it as with Tim Pool. It's not genuine. It's I'm trying to get into your good graces so that I can be with the cool kids. Right now, TPUSA is the cool kids. It's very obvious that Charlie Kirk and the current administration are very close. So, yes, if you're in with TPUSA, you are in with the in crowd right now, which is the current administration and the Republican Party. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is because Tim Pool is not an independent thinker, but rather a Republican. And I have said this for many years. There's going to come a time where you are not going to be a Republican or a Democrat. You're going to be a thinker. Tim Pool essentially showed us what everyone has been thinking for a long time, which is Republicans are really not necessarily concerned about truth, righteousness, rightness, morality. They're concerned about winning elections. Now, again, you can say that Candace Owens is out of pocket, she's out of line, she's in error for questioning the Charlie Kirk narrative. You can say that. But that aside, what we're seeing is Tim Pool himself said it. I'm worried about the midterm elections. We're going to lose because we're so divided. Yes, we're divided because people are starting to wake up and say, hey, wait a minute, we are not the good guys. We're not. We have behaved in a way that we have demonstrated evil. We have demonstrated immorality. We have demonstrated a lack of Christian values. And people who actually have a moral compass are starting to say, I can't get behind this. I can't get behind what you guys are doing just for the sake of politics. And for a while, it was acceptable to do that. It was acceptable to say, you know what, I'm just going to do it for the Republican Party. But there's going to come a time where you're going to have to choose righteousness, morality, ethics, or you're going to choose debauchery even in your own party. And so there is something that is happening within the Republican Party. The Democratic Party has been fractured. I think one of the reasons why Donald Trump won in 2024 is because the Democratic Party was fractured in the same way that the Republican Party is being fractured right now. So, in a sense, Tim Pool is right. Like, if you only simply care about Republicans being in office, then you'd better shut up, Candace, and you'd better start getting in line with the rest of us. But if you care about anything else, morality, making sure that the Republican Party doesn't slip into left-wing, debased, reprobate, immoral behavior, which they're doing, then you're going to have to draw a line in the sand. And so people like Tim Pool are merely puppets. And he's okay to be a puppet. He wants to be a puppet because he wants to be in the good graces of TPUSA. So that's really what's going on, in my opinion. I don't care if you agree or disagree. Leave a message in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.